Right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to go and find some bits and bobs, and we're going to bring you some stuff this evening. One of these videos is quite tough to watch, in fairness. Not that you shouldn't, but we're going to wait for a few of you to pile in first, and then we'll get this shown around. Lovely to see you. Let me just make sure I can see the British Barnacle. All right, George. How are you? Oh, look at me. Look. Messy pup. I've been walking around with me top off all afternoon. It's so hot. I've been hitting Boris. Boris has had a right old slap today. Come on, Boris. Let's get him swinging. Let's get Boris swinging. Boris is swinging. Julie. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? You all right? Heaps. My British Barnacle is in the room. Let's wait for a few of you. I'm going to bring you a couple of videos. One's quite tough to watch. So here's the thing, right? We're at a point where if you're not paying attention to what goes on in the world, you should be, because there's a lot of stuff going on. So the old days, he's a conspiracy, they're over. Because these things are going to directly affect you all now. All right. So your choice. God's Water of Eternal Life. Kenny Mack. Hello, sweetheart. How are you, darling? Nice to see you. We're going to do a bit of screen share there. And then we'll get this video. I want to give this woman some airtime and get this video out. Very brave woman. Very brave woman. Right, so you can all see me. I can see you. Oh, right, okay then. Let's have a little bloody look here. What's going on? Trevor Good. Hello, Trev. You all right, gorgeous? Got his Clint Eastwood out there. I love Clint. He's still a dude, isn't he? Paul French. Oi, how we going? Carlos. Ooh. Paul, loving your profile picture, lum. Son, you're looking funky there. You're looking frisky. You're looking like you're up for trouble at any minute. Yeah, I can tell you've got friskiness all about you. Lovely to see you. Thanks for joining us. Jacqueline Jones, Carlos. Hello, Carlos. Oh, hang on. Where's Carlos's post? I don't know why that skipped to that. Let's give Carlos a shout out. What have we got on here then? Dogs. Oh, bless you. Oh, mate. Oh, mate. We love the dogs. Oh, we do. Auntie Mandy. Oh, yeah. Tom's Beresford. Hello, Tom. How are you, darling? This is your first time here, Tom. Can't say I've seen your name in the room. Lovely to see you. Make some predictions, Dave. Would a sheep wake up before it's too late? I'm not sure, mate, but if they're not paying attention now, they're going to get royally shafted. I'm telling you now. This you cannot be paying attention right now. If you're not, I don't know what the hell is going on. But it is what it is, you know. I just bring you information so that you can make your own informed decisions. It's like my Facebook page. You know, I put posts up. I put one up today. Let's do away with hospices, and there was it was a 50-50 sided comments. And as long as comments ain't rude and derogatory, I'm not a fact checker, because if someone's just being blatantly rude and nasty, that's a different story. That's just a different story. But if it's general consensus and their opinions, then I let it fly. I'm not, because we need to have balance. We need to have a balance, really, don't we all? Hello, David Brambleby. All right, gorgeous. Graham Sinclair. Hello, Gray. Lovely to see all these people popping in there. Look, we got Claire Tracy. She's a lovely woman. Look at her, Claire. I love that profile picture, darling. Looking swish. Let me tell you. I'm telling you. If I was a single man, you'd be in trouble. I mean, I'm teasing. My dog's at the front gate. Just got to make sure Clint Eastwood don't come past and run off with her. Come back, me dog. Come on, me dog. Where are you going there? Good. Hang on, just sorry about your eardrums, just all popped there. We're going to be doing a bit of Carl Vernon tonight. We're going to be doing a bit of Vernon Coleman, and we're going to be sharing this gorgeous woman video. I come in here in a vain attempt to bring some sanity, rationale, and common sense to the world, and I'm going to die trying, ladies and gentlemen. I really am. I'm going to die trying. The Celestine prophecy. Got to see the energy. I watched the Celestine prophecy about 10 years ago. What a fantastic documentary film that is. It really, really is. So if no one's seen that, you might want to go and watch what Jesus Jones has just put up, the Celestine prophecy. Because some of us can see, some of us here right now, ladies and gentlemen, we see energy. All right. We understand what things are. I'm someone that feels people's energy. All this stuff at the minute, you can't hug no one. Look, I grew up hugging people. All right. Sometimes people didn't want it, but they got a hug nonetheless. I've just been very tactile. Do you know what I mean? I like to hug people and shake their hands and feel their energy. That's just, I come into the world that way. And all this stuff that's going on now, you can't hug, you can't do this, you can't do that. I mean, just face palming, man. I mean, it's a really weird time we seem to be in, ladies and gentlemen. Really, really, really weird time we seem to be in right now. So let's get this show on the road. Are you ready? Stand by your beds. Just going to open up the screen. I need to be able to see what you can see. So this was a video. If this lady could make herself known to me, I'd love to have a chat and an interview. Look, this is an everyday woman, okay? She's obviously got a nice house. I don't know where she's sitting. If that, she's got a nice slate-clad wall. I'm loving her style. We need to listen to normal. I don't know who she's barking at. We need to start listening to normal everyday people and use your gauge what you're hearing, what you're seeing. Seek your own truths. Trust me, we just keep throwing the energies around, keep throwing that positive energy back and forth. Yes, I agree. Yeah, there will be wake up. Some will be way behind, but the earth shifting naturally. Auntie Mandy, I couldn't agree more. So everyone will be aware it's our evolution. It really is. Raj, hello, sweetheart. Raj Bali, hello, darling. My gorgeous Hindu friend from up at Leicester there. Beautiful, beautiful woman. We've had some chats the other day. Sonia, Ballard Scott, hello, darling. Lovely to see you. OLLPO. I don't know how to say that. Thanks, Sonia. Always looking for good blocks. Just watch that lady turn. Look, what we have to do, we all have to be singing from the same hymn sheet, right? Now, I've known Graham Moore for years. As a lot of people know him, Daddy Dragon. He's starting to fill the room. Sometimes I've seen his shows have over 1,000 people tuned in at once. I mean, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And David Icke, when he did his, excuse me, second to last stream with London Real with Brian Rose, he had over 1 million people streaming it at once. So Icke is obviously not the crazy man that Terry Wogan made him out to be when he came out of his revelations in the late 80s. And Wogan, prior to him passing away, apologised to David Icke. They had a retake and they apologised. I'm Dave also, OOLPO. Do I know you, Dave? Have we met? I can't tell. You've got a Star Wars mask on your face, love. Another Dave. Yeah, we got our own TV channel, people. We've got Dave TV. So we're rolling. Mate at work, waking up, just giving him some info and sites to check out. He was amazed by John Harris. Oh, I cut my teeth on John Harris years ago. Really did. John Harris was the wake-up call for me. What happened was, I was busy running a quite a busy emergency plumbing and heating company. And I thought I was a dog's bollocks. I really did. I was right in my ego. Anyhow, I was playing the field. I was having it. I was doing really well. And so I ended up going down to this inland revenue building in Maidstone at Medval House. And after them locking me in a room and throwing big files at me, not paedophiles, not Jimmy Saviles, big paper files at me. I went, wait, well, hang on a minute. Whoa, what are you doing? Calm yourself. They'd go and sign. Well, anyway, I felt violated. I felt like a worthless piece of shitus on the bottom of someone's shoe. And I thought to myself, I'm quite well educated. I went to a good school. I flew through school. I went to a grammar school. I breezed it. I never really took it too seriously. I just drifted through it. And I thought to myself, you know what? You've always figured things out on your own, Dave. You've always gone through this world on your own, figuring out your own problems and solutions every single day. You're going to figure this one out. And when you do, we're going to make it rain. We're going to make it rain. So I went home and I carried on with my business. I felt violated. I went to court. I never went to court. They were threatening with this. Maidstone Borough Council were witches. They were horrible people. And I just thought, you just shafted me, because to me it was like a bit of a genocide. They couldn't care less. They were just really wicked, horrible, nasty, blood-sucking leeches. And from that day, I said, I'm going to figure this out. I can't quite figure out how to get their control over me, but I will. I'm going to go for this. I'm going to figure it, and I did. I just started to stumble across YouTube, right? This was a long time ago. And I just typed in free man, because I've always felt free on the inside. And I just thought, I want to be free. I want to be free, man. So I typed in free man, and all of a sudden John Harris's video pops up. Just an illusion. And I was like, he seems like a bit of me. This guy's a carpenter. He's just chatting. And so I watched it. I was gobsmacked. I was absolutely gobsmacked. I went, no way. And it was like a thunderbolt. It hit me from above. I'm like, can't be that simple. So I watched it again and I watched it again. I don't think John Harris is dead myself, actually. I think he's just living his life somewhere. If you go back to some of his previous video, I should have been a detective. I tell you, I should have been a detective, because I can figure things out, right? Now, John did say in one of his videos that because of what he'd started and how it was all snowballing, that he had to commit internet suicide. And I just thought, okay, cool. And I think that's what he did. tpuc.org. Yeah, if any of you want to get over to tpuc.org, get over there. So anyway, that's what bumbled me on. So I watched John Harris's video and I thought, right, so. And I can remember my missus used to shout down at about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you come to bed yet? Because I'd be stuck into these videos because one led me to another. And I'm like, wow. And that was it. I was like a duck to water. And I thought, never again is anyone in this system going to violate me. Because I knew that the Mister was a creation of theirs. And I decided that I would just pull my energy from it as best I could. I would not be breathing any more life into the Mister title. And that's how I started. So I've been in this a long time. I've not really been on YouTube overly too long, but it's growing now. The channel's growing. We've got a nice vibration here. It's like a little family. That's how I want it to go. I don't want it to be some. I want when you tune in, I want you to have a semblance with me, a vibration with me, and a connection. You know, I watch loads of stuff, and although people put out good content, which is fine, you know, they've got their, but there's no real connection. There's no like bonding, and I want unity. I want my people in my country to have unity, and I want us all to be free again. And I think we're at a time now where stuff is really, really going to happen. So anyway, that's what started me off. Now, there is some stuff going on, right? Look, all I'm going to say to you and to all your extended friends and family that might think that you're extreme, that you're talking nonsense, that you're talking out your bum. They're in for a very rude awakening soon, and they are now. They're being awoken like you've got no tomorrow. Mankind will not tolerate what's going on to it right now for too much longer. There is some massive shift, and I mean a polar shift, like a shift like you've never seen before. You're going to see people that you used to look up to on TV, this, that, the other, absolutely falling from grace, and in a massive way. I mean, huge. We've already seen that Virgin Atlantic now, whatever you make of Richard Branson, Virgin's gone. There's so many airlines, there's so many businesses going bust. The big corporations are coming down, and they, do you know what? They can implement as much measures for this and that they want to, but if we all pull our energy and we stop using them, like it seems to be that's what we're doing, they're going to go bust anyway, and they won't exist anymore. So you've got to understand that Virgin Airlines won't exist anymore. It might rebrand, it might change the name. Who knows? Branson might sell it. Well, he's bankrupt. He's bankrupted it. Richard Branson's bankrupted Virgin Airlines. That was his baby. We know that Richard Branson over the years has taken a couple of black eyes from his Zionist Illuminati bosses. We know this to be true. So look, we're at a time period where all I will say is mankind and humanity, whatever you want to call it, it's cheap. It doesn't really mean much. And I know that in the cosmic circles, that won't be allowed, because we're far greater than that. And people are being offed in nursing homes. They're being put by nil by mouth. They're being injected, and you're just about to hear it. What I want to know is, are your friends and family brave enough to listen to this? Or are they going to just go, oh, no, I'm not listening to this, and turn it off? Because that's the general modus operandi of so many people in this country. They just turn off, no, I ain't listen to that, but failing to realise that it'll be them one day. It could be them. It could be them that are put by nil by mouth and given injections to tip them over the edge. People in nursing homes are being eradicated like you've got no tomorrow. And just because they're old and in that nursing home right now, don't mean to say your time's not coming. Pay attention, people. Time is now to be paying attention. So without further ado, we're going to get into this gorgeous, gorgeous woman.
You will realise that the people that have seen this and have worked with it are completely traumatised by what they're seeing, and will be for a long time. Sorry, I've got to read what I've got as well. I'm not looking for sympathy over it at all, but it's real. So, I mean, you know that I've been talking for a long time about what has happened to the elderly people in care, and I started first making comments about this on Facebook in June, and
please
I
share.
Really think that people were listening.
We need to get this out, people.
On the 30th of June, I think it was, or the 1st of July, and I put it out, and it's had 100,000 views. So I know that people appreciate the message and want to hear about this, and it means something to them. And I've also acquired 3,000 followers, and I'm just, you know, I'm a nobody. And I'm just
going to stop it there. This gorgeous woman called Claire Wills thinks she's a nobody. Well, let me tell you something, Claire. You're a national treasure. You're a gorgeous sunbeam of light.
I'm just somebody that wants to tell people what is happening. So I've been lucky enough since then to have interviews and be able to speak about what is happening, to raise issues to raise awareness, on this issue. And I hope the message is reaching out and getting out to some people.
She is a hero. I agree.
And they know that they're not alone, for a start. Whistleblowers have come forward, and I'm collecting their stories, and I'm collecting the stories of the family, so that the families that this has happened to, so that when there is a reckoning, and there will be,
there
I've
got
that information to be able to pass on to people. So today what has happened is I had whistleblower contact me, who I've spoken to. I've verified this person. They are a real person. They're not a nutter or some conspiracy theorist. People like to say that we're conspiracy theorists. This person is not. They're a real person. They are working in a home. They've given me their full name. They've given me the name of the home. I'm not yet going to release that to you guys publicly because there's a process that we're going through. But that person has agreed that I can read out what they sent to me. And I want you all to know that this is the truth of what is happening. So I'm just going to read her email, really, and then you can tell me what you think. So she said, "Hi, Claire. Thank you for the reply. I'm seeing my manager again tomorrow, and I'm telling her that this will be my last complaint before going to the CQC, which is the Care Quality Commission. But again, I'm not sure how responsive they will be. They don't seem to care. I'm worried that it's my word against all the GPs, the district nurses, and the other carers. What I have to say is that they have put all our residents on do not resuscitate orders, and all of these residents with variable or lack of capacity are on anticipatory care pathways, which means that they are not allowed to go to hospital for any treatment, for anything, and they aren't to receive any antibiotics for anything whatsoever, whatever illness they've got. Since this pandemic, in inverted commas, started, we haven't had a single GP visit the patients at our home. Whenever anyone gets ill, and this is ill not related to COVID because we haven't got it in my care home, they automatically put them on end of life. This is now what's really gets me, a nil by mouth.
They put people on nil by mouth and end of life care. Just listen how barbaric this is. You know, the sad part about this is I've got friends that I could play this to and they wouldn't even flinch an eyelid. And that's sad.
And they discontinue all their medication because they say they're at risk of aspiration, which is ridiculous. Which is ridiculous.
We love you, Claire. Keep going, babe.
Because if they eat, drink, or have medication, there is a small chance that they could aspirate. But if they're nil by mouth, then they will die from dehydration and starvation. Myself and another carer on night have had to resort to buying jars of pureed baby food.
Can you believe this?
And feeding the residents.
This is happening in England, people. This level of abuse is happening in England. We must make sure we don't tolerate this.
And given them drinks after making them aware of the risk of aspiration and getting their consent just so that they can have food and drink. Sorry.
Bless her. At the beginning of this, you'll notice she said, "I'm not doing this for sympathy." She's genuinely rocked by what she's reading. And
along with this,
you should be.
The GPs are remotely prescribing end-of-life medication, which is morphine and midazolam injections, and these are being misused. All our clients have had their usual medication taken away, which is regular pain relief such as paracetamol and codeine, and all their anxiety, antidepressant and antipsychotic medication, which a lot of our clients are on. The district nurses then come into the home to give end-of-life drugs because with the withdrawal of usual medication, the resident is showing signs of pain and anxiety, which of course they would. The morphine should only be used for extreme pain when nothing else helps, and this knocks the individuals out, and especially when they're not eating and drinking and losing weight. This means it's even harder to get any fluids in them. The midazolam is given at end of life for sedation and terminal restlessness and agitation. However, this suppresses the individual's breathing and quickens along their death. No other alternatives of pain relief are given. There's no pain patches, no liquid paracetamol. They just put them straight onto the hard stuff, which once started is only a matter of days before that resident passes away.
Genocide.
However, this has all been okayed by the doctors and the nurses. And as the need for analgesia is subjective, I don't know how much evidence I can find, or even if I will be believed. But I have collected evidence of fluid charts. I've worked in this home for over 2 years, and I have never seen anything like this when it comes to end of life and just writing people off. I believe it's a human right to have right to life, and they are committing euthanasia. So much for them protecting the vulnerable. So I've had to phone up this person and speak to them and say to them, that I think that they're really brave for trusting me to tell me the story. I absolutely wanted to go to the police straight away. I was going to get in my car and drive to where the home is and go and get the police, but I don't even trust that they will do anything. I feel so powerless to get anybody to look at this, and I've had to tell this person, don't go to the CQC. If you do, they will bury it. They will bury it, they will cover up the evidence, and you will lose your job, and there will be nobody going in and feeding these people with the pureed baby food that you are feeding.
Unbelievable.
Them to keep them alive.
Sorry for your loss, Trev.
And just in case anybody thinks that this is normal and what you do to people on an end-of-life pathway, it is not. The Liverpool pathway was disbanded, and I think it was in 2014 because it was, might even have been before then. And yes, you have a right to refuse life-sustaining treatment, but that has to come from you. And if you can't consent to that because you haven't got capacity, then that has to be made at a best interest meeting, and that decision has to be documented, and it has to be taken in appropriate ways, which I know isn't being done. And even then, you are not allowed to take away somebody's hydration and somebody's pain medication. You are not allowed to. That is illegal. That is wrong. And these doctors and these nurses and these care home staff that are just doing it and aren't speaking out are nothing more than complicit to killing people, to murdering people. And this is really what is going on. This is really what is happening. This is why people are dying and the numbers are high. None of them have got COVID. None of them. The person I spoke to said to me she can put her hand on her heart and say that 2 of those people in her home have been murdered. And there's a third that she thinks has, but there's other issues that they could question. And she gave me an example and said to me that one of the people in the home got a chest infection during lockdown, and they basically got taken to hospital, and they actually got treated, can't believe it, and the chest infection cleared up. So when they went to hospital, they had a COVID test and it was negative, and then they were discharged because the chest infection cleared up, and they had another test and it was negative. And when they got the discharge note back at the home, it said on it that the person had coronavirus by exposure, despite the 2 negative tests, and that all usual medication should be removed, and that this person should be put on end of life. This person never had a chance. They didn't have capacity for a start. I would like to see the best decision that was made. I would like to see the deprivation of liberty orders that these homes have got in place for people that they're locking up and that haven't got capacity, because you can't do that. You have to get a Dole's order, and the court has to give that, and you can't get anything from the court. I know that because I know what's going on. So I know that they're not doing this, and it's just murder. It's just killing people, and it's happening. If this is happening in this one small home, and you know what I've been telling you has been happening in my homes, but what has really finished me off today is having to feed these people with baby food.
God, dear, bless her heart.
There's one other person at that home that this person works with that is trying to speak out. And yes, the LCP was rebranded, but as I've said, you are not allowed to take away somebody's hydration and pain medication.
Of course not, no.
You can't do that. That's illegal.
It's unlawful.
And anybody that has got a relative in a care home at this time, please, I implore you, if you are able to, go and take your relative out of it.
Yep.
Go and take your relative out of it. I know that many of the staff are perhaps doing the best that they can. I'm sure that they are, but you cannot go along with this. This person that's come out today, it just does not know where to turn to get the people the help that they need. And she is scared about losing her job, because if she goes, there is nobody to feed these people, and they're just going to starve to death. I want the families of these people. I said, do the families know? We don't even know what's been put on the death certificates, because she said that she hasn't seen the death certificates. So we can't be sure what's on there. It'd be interesting to see if coronavirus is on there, wouldn't it? When they haven't got it in the home and we know what's happened. But I'm sure the families don't think anything of it, because guess what? There's nobody going in. I mean, there are some visits allowed at this home, she said, for when people are dying and things, but they don't know what's happening. They're not being told. So it's really important that people like me, I don't care anymore about my job.
Bless you.
I don't.
Please,
really
bless you, Claire.
To be in my profession.
Bless you.
Because more of us aren't speaking up, and I'm so sorry to everybody.
Bless her.
That we're not. I so am. And I don't care anymore. I don't care if I get struck off. When you've got nothing to feed, you've got nothing to lose.
Amen. Walk in the spirit,
and
sister.
This is a story that needs to be told, and something needs to be done about this. I've put this particular person in touch with Eileen Chubb of Compassion in Care, and I'm hoping that Eileen will be able to work with this person to give them whistleblower status, to protect that person's job, because they are a decent human being that is trying to save people and stop this. And I would just ask you, please, I'm sorry about the crying. I know that it's awful and I shouldn't be upset when I come on camera. Please share this video. Please make everybody aware of what is happening. I am just begging you to get this out there. The more people that find out about it, the more people maybe that stand up, the more people that then say no, enough is enough, and that justice can be brought for those people, and justice can be served on those people that are doing this. And I'm saying to all of you, doctors and nurses, all of you, any of you that is complicit in this, I am coming for you. I am. We are.
Good.
And that's it. That's all I've got to say, guys, tonight. I just really am so upset, and I wanted to tell you all, and I'm sorry for being upset. And please share this video. Please make sure everybody knows. And please, if you've got your own relatives in care and you can, please go and take them out of it. Please go and take them out of wherever they are. And I'll speak to you all soon. Thank you.
Oh, man. Anyway, like so. Claire Wills Harrison. Wow. Unbelievable. From the horse's mouth, she works in the system. She's not a conspiracy theorist. with whatever one of them is. I've really got no idea. Strong Angel, talking about the upgrade, not when you were born. What, Strong Angel? Jesus Jones, I was born with a download. Yeah, same as. Yeah, I was as well. We are all anything else is suggestion. Look, we are. You know, I am part of the I am consciousness, and you guys are as well. I've just messaged Claire Wheels as well. I've just found her on Facebook. I don't think she's too far from me. In fairness, I'd love to bring her on the show. Maybe get what's going on. Maybe so if anyone knows Claire Wheels and you can have a chat with her, I'd love to have her on the Witcher Woo show. We're going to be doing t-shirts soon, ladies and gentlemen. I do believe I'm going to be getting some nice t-shirts designs for my shows, and we're going to try and get the message out, and they're going to be at cost. I won't make nothing out of it. I'm going to try and find anyone you know that does t-shirts, that does good slogans and that with good quality t-shirts. Let me know. It could be the way forward. We need to get the message out. If people walk up and down the high streets with t-shirts on saying Nasara Jasara or 9/11 was this, that, and people pay attention. Sometimes there's been times in the past where times have changed just by people putting stuff on lampposts, putting messages on lampposts all the time, and it's changed mankind, changed the direction of mankind. So it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I want to end this one tonight with a little bit more uplifting. Claire, very, very heartfelt in what she just did there. God bless her. You can see I've been looking at chest exercises and stuff because I'm in my gym working out quite a bit at the minute. Not at the moment, no, not today. Stevie Lang Day. Who's Stephen Lang? Who's in here? Stevie Lang in here, bless him. Strong Angel, know when you're ready to get a download, it is heavy going. Stevie Lang, what about Stevie Lang? Oh, does he? No, Stevie Lang don't do the t-shirts, does he? I hope he's all right, actually. I haven't spoken to Steve for a long time. So we're going to get to my mate Carl Vernon. This geezer is just so funny. Do I want to start a survey? I don't think so. Skip ahead. Right. So you can see that, can't you? You can see that. Yeah, here we go. This guy, right? He's got a book up in the background here called Anxiety Rebalance, and it's all a bit Zen. Carl Vernon, and his cup up the top here with his mask on. Look, and he's got his little sheepy. Is that Shaun the Sheep? You care too much. So this guy's, I think he's got something to do with, I think he's a bit of a Zen man, but he makes me laugh. Check this out.
Traveling is fun, isn't it? You work hard all year, and that holiday comes about. That holiday you've been able to book for all your hard work. You can't wait. Hey, 2 holidays a year, you get really lucky. But hey, let's slow down. Just that one holiday that you get for you and your family, that real treat once a year. You work hard all year and it's so worth it. You can now go and get drunk in a different country. Nobody even knows you're there, right?
It's cool, isn't it?
Getting excited. Holidays coming up. You kids are all buzzed up. What's that, Timmy? I know, it's holiday comfort. Yay!
When Daddy asked if we'd like to go on a journey, that's my team and I cried, yes! And chop chop, we packed our bags. Our spaceship landed in a whole new world. Cams that scan all the colors in the human body. All those hyper laser sci-fi tech gadgets and the cyborgs.
Check him out.
You should have seen all those fantastic things. Daddy said, this is all for your health.
Daddy said it's for your health. He heard it from his daddy. What, Granddad? No, the man on the television working for the government. That's our new daddy, is it not? The doctor? No, he's not a doctor. Why does he need to be a doctor? It's for your health.
In the end, it felt like we were a part of that world. Like in all our travels, we took care of ourselves and had a super duper extraordinary, marvelously fun time. By then, I knew this was the most extraordinary journey of my life, like forever and ever.
Totally normal, kids. doing? What's your problem? Spraying down your suitcase? Well, ignore that. Come on, it's for your safety. Hand sanitizing every 2 minutes is for your safety. That looks super fun. I don't know why airports are having problems with lower passenger numbers. I don't know why the travel industry is affected as much as it is right now. It looks like fun, totally normal. I feel sorry for this couple who complained to the BBC because they went on a holiday to Spain and just on the day that they came back, discovered that they're going to have to quarantine and isolate for 14 days. They weren't told that. These people are busy people. They've got things to do. Borders continue to be shut across the world. The growing list of countries going on the quarantine list means that we're being encouraged to have a staycation, as they call it, which is basically a vacation within your own country. Now, I say encouraged. Yesterday was the hottest day of the year, reaching soaring temperatures, 38, 39 degrees in some places. I mean, really, really hot. You know, when you're napped up, you know, it's hot, sweaty, itchy, but you know you're doing it for safety and it's got nothing to do with control or shutting you up. So you just do it. So anyway, I say encouraged. I get in the car and I'm thinking, hey, look, where should we go? Lovely day and all that. Put on the radio. And on the radio, they're talking about the local beaches as we're driving or going to go towards the southwest, take a drive down there. Some lovely beaches around there. So on the radio, they're talking about the beaches being crowded. Oh, you know, they're using traffic light systems, yeah? Red, obviously, is danger, stay away, too many people, right? They're talking people enjoying themselves too much. That beach is busy already. So I'm sitting in the car and thinking, oh, you know, is the beach the best place to go? You know, actually on the road as well, people were holding up signs towards the southwest as well. Very pleased to see that they were greeting people, but even though I felt encouraged by that, I still was thinking to myself, look, what's the best option here? Let's go with the traffic light system. It's red on purpose. Let's listen to these guys on the radio. Let's listen to the advice. I'll avoid the beaches, yeah? Let's just go and enjoy nature, go and enjoy the countryside. And I've got that special feeling again. When I saw the virtue signalling is extended to the countryside as well. Now, this isn't a small rodent pitching a tent. No. This is a gnat, a soiled gnat at that as well. Now, I know that this is somebody who is very unselfish, somebody reminding us, even in the open, fresh air of nature and the countryside.
Amen, Carl.
It's a really friendly, unselfish, safe reminder, right? That even there we're not safe. But thank goodness, all of this is just temporary, right? We're off to sunny, sunny Spain, arriba España. I don't know the lyrics, it sounded about right, it sounded good. That sounds
Go
like
on,
music
Sonia.
to your ears, ladies and gentlemen. Then you hit that subscribe button, you hit the notification bell next to it to make sure you stay updated and you never miss out on anything ever again. Yeah? And why not take a look at some delicious t-shirts? There's a link in the description and get the attention that you deserve. Thank you for all your support by doing that. And the best place to stay in touch is to subscribe on the website, carlvernon.com. Ladies and gentlemen, we live on a clown planet. Ta-ta.
He's good, isn't he? Carl Vernon. So, my message tonight was to share Claire's story with you guys so that you could take something from that, share with your friends and family. Most of them are not going to listen. Most of your friends and family go, I ain't got time to listen to this. I've not got the time. But you wait till they're in a nursing home. You wait till they're in a hospice. Just wait. You can't see them. They're on their end of life care. They're being dehydrated. They're being given nil by mouth. Then comes the drugs. It's dirty. It's very, very dirty, and it is happening, and it is not right. It is far from right. And anyone taking part in this genocide, you'll be held to accountable one day. Your deeds do not go unseen. But I'm very encouraged, overly encouraged, that Claire's decided to speak out. And we're seeing more and more people speaking out. It is fantastic. It is exciting. They've crossed the line, people. The government has crossed the moral compass of this country and its great people. And I hope and pray that you're all starting to see it now. I hope and pray that all of your families are now starting to understand and go, maybe we should just have paid attention now a little bit more. So, feet on streets. If the Bora Haram are here, listen to them a few years back, not going to be nice. I've got no idea what that's all about. Healthy is saying it is exposed Bill Gates day to day, Twitter, etc. Right, well, I'll get on Twitter in a minute and we'll have a little look at that. Crossed the Rubicon. What is going on here? What is the Rubicon? Great show, Dave. Thanks, Paul. We have to get the message out. We have to do it with love, light, and wisdom. We can't do this any other way. It's such a shame that this is going on. But for those that are now just prepared to turn a blind eye to all of what's going on, their futures are very rocky and their endings are not looking too clever. That's all I'm saying. So I will see you all tomorrow. It is 9:45. I'm going to go and have a shower because I've been working and training all day and I just need to cool down. It's been a beautiful, beautiful weekend. People, we have to stay in high vibrations. We have to share. We are the shining light in this world right now. Oh, there's an owl outside. Oh, no, it's not. It's a spider in my security camera. I thought it was an owl flapping on my driveway. It's not. It's a spider. Like, I've got my security cameras all around. I'm like, meet the Fockers. I'm like the dad. I've got no truth serum, though, so we're all right. Peeps, I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm quite tired, but I wanted to come in here and share that Claire Wills video because that needs sharing. We need to get this message out, okay? And just as an aside, the COVID thing is happening, but it's not any worse than the common flu. And I think it's laboratory made. I think it's a bioweapon. And this is probably why so many people have got such mass hysteria. There are people dying of it, ladies and gentlemen, but not in the numbers and the capacity that the system would like you to believe. All of these viruses are created in labs. I think so. I feel it in my heart that that's the case. So if people were dropping down left, right and centre and everyone down my street was dropping, I wouldn't be going nowhere. But in the 4 months or whatever it is since this lockdown thing come in, which I've paid zero attention to, I've been respectful of people. I've carried on my everyday activity as though nothing has changed. And nothing has changed in my life, right? If anyone in the system wants to come and have a beef with me, that'd be good over evil, right? It's time for all of you people that work in the system now to start speaking out. It's time for you to do the right thing, okay? You are the power in this world. Amen, David Wilson. God bless you. If your profile picture, I know you're picking up like the FA Cup or something there, but it actually looks like you've got a Roman tunic on. I don't know if you know that. It's quite a cool look, so don't change it. It's pretty cool. Durf, thanks for tuning in, mate. Hope you're all right and life's treating you very, very well. Cheers, Dave. TTFN from across the pond. Yeah, my mate Dave Brown will be. He's in Canada. His gorgeous wife and him have been out there quite a long time. He is an expat. Sending you my love, mate. Look after yourself. Rock and roll. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm quite tired, so I'm starting to mumble and bumble now. But I mustered the energy up to come and share Claire Wills. If anyone knows Claire Wills, please ask her to get in touch with me. I'd love to get her on the show and get some messages out there. Very brave woman, and she's someone that works in the system. Do we ignore these people? Do we ignore these whistleblowers? Do we ignore these truth tellers, the beacons of hope? Do we ignore them and just turn a blind eye? The choice is yours. I'll see you all very soon.